Hey guys, hope you are doing well and you are enjoying this week. So the market is continuing sidewaving and a little bit to the upside, and we are forming a kind of just a rising wedge, and this rising wedge used to be a bearish pattern, but we were in an uptrend just right before that. My name is Brandt from CorionX, and we are bringing you the most important crypto news, technical analysis, altcoin, NFT, DeFi gems to keep you updated and educated. I should state that nothing in this video can be considered as a financial or investment advice, so everything just for your education and entertainment purposes only. So guys, smash those like, push the bell notification, or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Smashing those like is helping out the YouTube algorithm, so appreciate all your likes. And let's go and check out our favorite bubble chart. Let's see what's happening out there. And as we see, just few altcoins are correcting, like Aptos, Loopring, Lido and Mana, but they done really well in the past few days. They have done really well in the past few days, and also FTT is dumping. But Curve, Casper, Gala, Synthetics, Agenty, and also Theta, Aave, Immutable are up, and Bitcoin is up almost 1%, and Ethereum is plus minus 0. So guys, let's go and check out our favorite indicator, the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. What a surprise, we are back into the neutral zone. So it is at 51, and it just reached 50 a few days ago, and now it's hovering around the neutral zone. So the good news that from extreme fear and from fear, the index came back to the neutral zone, and maybe this is the sign that the investor sentiment is getting better and investors are recovering. So guys, let's go and check out our first news. Bitcoin hits new post FTX high as analysis warns move chore of graved. I don't know this word, guys. Let me know in the comment section if you know this word. Chore of graved. Okay, so BTC price boost may not be a natural phenomenon any longer, news research says. So this sidewaving in this rising wedge, and quite interesting pattern. Concern over BTC liquidity exploit. So been expecting to block of Bit's place Friday to 13th to rug, but it's attracted over 10, not 10 but 2x the amount of Bit liquidity into range, which is short-term bullish. In my opinion, this move seems choreographed, not fighting it, but limiting exposure to manage risk. We would debate 100 different strategies, reasons why, but the net effect of big increases in bid liquidity is the same, at least until we retest the local lows and they start rugging support. So these are heat maps, and now they grab some liquidity here, so we have buyers here, but would be nice to go back and just touch the support. Deribit books looks interesting. It's not often so skewed to one side. Bitcoin supply may struggle to find buyer. Recent BTC rally has led to market participants depositing their BTC from cold storage to spot exchanges for profit taking. Such increases in selling pressure, along with decreasing reserve of stablecoin for purchase, will likely lead to a short-lived recovery rally. More demand is needed for the rally to be sustainable. Yes, so this is what we are talking about. So maybe this rally is not sustainable, and then just it will bleed out. Change in stablecoin reserves on spot exchanges. We see this indicator decrease in supply as well, and then this is the Bitcoin price and change in BTC reserve spot exchange. So it's the same chart, but why? Yeah, so this is another indicator. Okay, so these are some moving averages here. Periods of increases by BTC reserve supply, periods of a decrease in stablecoin reserve demand. So increasing stablecoin demand and increasing Bitcoin demand. Cool. Let's go and check out our first news or second news. BTC forming bottom akin to 2018 with one key difference. Bloomberg analyst Mike McGlone says Bitcoin is forming a bottom similar to how it looked prior to the 2019 bull run. Back then the Fed already started easing and we had the bottom and broke out higher, and then we had that issue in 2019, he said. Right now they are tightening aggressively, so you look at that and you can't be too excited about any markets. Give it some time. Big picture, yes, really bullish Bitcoin. Okay, so this is the Bitcoin price, and this is the, what's this, Bitcoin bottoming like. Let's make this bigger. Yeah, I think it was in 2019, 2018. So that was 2019 and 2018. Similar like bottoming here. We see some similarities. And this is the federal funds rate, funds futures. Federal funds futures, this gray one. Liquidity is being pulled away still, and if the Nasdaq breaks down, everything breaks down. Bitcoin is going to be part of it. I still think it's going to come out ahead, so that's where we stand. I still think we are in the midst of the biggest macroeconomic reset of our lifetimes. We just had a 100-year event in terms of pandemic. We are having a historic war in Europe, and we are having a historic shift in political leadership in China. I mean, it's going back to the days of the Soviet Union, when you have one leader and are expecting to be economically viable. Okay, so next, Bitcoin could see 25,000 US dollar by March 2023 as US dollar prints that cross. Okay, technical analysis, Bitcoin price exits this descending channel range. Okay, so that was a descending channel. It exited, it broke out, and now nearing the 200-week moving average, which is around at 25,000 US dollar, a 20% rise from the current price levels. Dollar forms a death cross. In someday, Federal Reserve will stop raising interest rates as a result of lowering inflation. Okay. The dollar index is a barometer to gauge the greenback strength versus top rivaling currencies, and it declined. Let's make this bigger. CC dollar currency index. Okay. The traditional technical setup sees more losses for a dollar ahead. Dubbed a death cross, the setup appears when an asset's 50-period moving average crosses below its 20-period moving average. For the dollar, the death cross shows its weakening momentum, meaning its short-term trend has been underperforming its long-term direction. And this is a daily chart, so the 50-day moving average across the 200-day moving average. So with this, the uptrend has shifted to downtrend officially, at least. Expecting more downside in the mid to long term. CryptoEd said this. Risk on assets should bounce more on that. Or better said, I expect BTC to break its bearish cycle as the big run in DXY is finito. Not a long-term Bitcoin price rally. Okay. Bitcoin fund holdings, all symbol. So Bitcoin price and fund holdings. But what kind of fund? Okay. CryptoQuant fund holdings index. Okay. For instance, the total amount of Bitcoin held by digital assets holdings such as trust, exchange-traded funds, and other funds has been declining during the coin's price increase in recent months. So actually institutions, hedge funds, funds are not holding Bitcoin at a so high level. Okay, so no unusual transactions occurred on chain, but on crypto exchanges per the comparison made between CryptoQuants, token transferred, and fund flow ratio metrics. Bitcoin fund flow ratio, all exchanges, realized price. This is the realized price. Okay, quite interesting. Unusually, at the bottom, institutional investors want to buy quietly through OTC trading. This trading was simply actively traded only on the exchange, and no usual transactions occurred on the on-chain. The current institutional investors have remained calm and just watching. OTC trading will be risk when they expect a full-fledged uptrend turn. So institutionals are not buying yet. Next piece of news is a legendary trader Peter Brandt unveils bullish outlook for Bitcoin. Here is how big BTC may soar. Any idiot can make wild guesses about markets, so here is my dunce hat prediction. In reality, nobody has a clue what a given market will do. So nobody has a clue, but he has a clue. So he expects to run up to 25,000 and pulling back to 18,500 and then starting its new rally and forming an inverted head and shoulders as you are seeing it, and now we are starting a left or a right shoulder. He shares a chart that shows Bitcoin possible long-term price action. So he's sharing this the long term. So there was a double top. Here is a inverted head and shoulders as it was in 2020, and then he expects a huge run up to the new all-time high, then a pullback, and also new all-time high about 150,000. Okay, so a move towards Brandt's long-term target suggests an upside potential of over 731% for the King Crypto. So 7x rally, and let's in 2 years, so in 2 years by 2025. Okay, good, let's make this happen. Top analyst says Bitcoin surge could be start of massive rally. Here is how big BTC may go. So the analyst is chats about 18,200 opens up a possibility of an inverse head and shoulder complex multiplies shoulders or wide left and head with neck base at 25,500. So also he's eyeing this inverted head and shoulders with shoulder head shoulder with double shoulder, or what a insane chart. Legit surprised by the strength of BTC, gotta respect the pump. As for altcoins, Chat believes that digital assets other than Bitcoin will eventually follow BTC explosive price action once the King Crypto cools off. If BTC and ETH pause to consolidate, altcoins should make some serious noise. So if BTC and Ethereum consolidating in the next few days like they are doing now, we can see some altcoins pump. And what this? Okay, cool. Next, Anthony Scaramucci to invest in crypto firm funded by former FTX US boss. Okay, so he would be investing his own personal funds to support ex-FTX US President Brett Harrison's new venture, which was revealed just 3 weeks after the collapse of crypto exchange FTX. So fundraising target as high as 10 million for a 100 million valuation. And what is he doing? Okay, I don't know what this crypto company is doing. A crypto software company which doesn't yet have a name enable crypto traders to create algorithmic-based strategies to access different markets, both centralized and decentralized. Okay, I can't wait to share more about what I'm doing next, he said. So he's working on an algorithmic trading strategies for centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. So in an interview with CNBC on January 15, the crypto investor said he expects Bitcoin to rebound to 50 to 100,000 range within the next 2 to 3 years. You are taking a risk, but you are also believing in Bitcoin adoption. So if we get the adoption right, and I believe we will, this could easily be a $50 to $100,000 assets over the next 2 to 3 years, he added. Yes, let's do this, guys. Next, what a surprising news. US will hit debt limit on Thursday, Yellen tells Congress. The Treasury Department expects to begin taking extraordinary measures to continue paying the government obligations before what is expected to be a big fight to raise the borrowing cap. So there is a borrowing cap, they cannot borrow more, and if they cannot borrow more, actually they cannot fulfill their obligations, they cannot fulfill their payment obligations. So this is how the US could go bankruptcy. But in every time I follow this, they are raising this cap and they are issuing more debt. So employing extraordinary measures on Thursday to continue paying the nation's bills if lawmakers didn't act to raise the statutory debt limit, and that her powers to delay default could be exhausted by early June. Failure to meet the government obligations would cause irreparable harm to the US economy, the livelihood of all Americans, and global finance stability. Okay, so they will have discussions about this, but I think all they will just voting this. The American people are the ones that demanding the cut in spending. We have to have fiscal reforms moving forward. We cannot just give an unlimited credit card. So that's true. Next piece of news, guys, take a look on the US debt. So if we are talking about the US debt, let's take a look. So let's visit the usdebtclock.org, and here you will find that we can take a look on US debt, just on the US debt. Okay, so guys, the US debt is almost 31.5 trillion US dollar, and I'm saying one sentence, 100,000 US dollar added to the US national debt, and there will be a cap for that, and they should vote to raise this cap. So guys, this is how a country are totally in debt. So totally in debt. Insane. Check this out and also find out. I'm really curious about your opinion. Is this debt is sustainable or not? But I think it's insane. So the ratio to GDP is 121%. Insane. Next, Iran and Russia want to issue new stablecoin backed by gold. What a surprise. Both Russia and Iran was under sanctions, so they were not able to use the banking network, the SWIFT banking network, and international payments. And according to Russian news agency, Iran is working with Russia to create a token of the Persian Gulf region that would serve as a payment method in foreign trade for oil. The token is projected to be issued in the form of stablecoin backed by gold, according to Alexander Braznikov, executive director of the Russian Association of Crypto Industry and Blockchain. Okay. Also, the Russian House of Parliament promised to start regulating crypto transactions in 2023. Iran and Russia are among the countries that banned their residents from using cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and stablecoins like Tether for payments. At the same time, Iran and Russia have been actively working to adopt crypto as a tool of foreign trade. Okay, so they want to use crypto. A bank of Russia, historically opposed to using crypto as a payment method, agreed to allow crypto in foreign trade to mitigate the impact of international sanctions. So, yes. Next, World Economic Forum predicts a metaverse tech will change industry first, moving to the consumer space later. So guys, World Economic Forum in Davos in Switzerland, one of the biggest forum, and the big guys, the 1% or 1% of the 1% are there, and they are deciding in which direction the world should go. So be very careful with the WEF, World Economic Forum. They has published an article predicting how metaverse tech will evolve and how it will be introduced in different sectors. For the organization, the biggest impact of the implementation of this tech will be observed in industrial environments, while it will be contribute to carrying out more tasks and reducing expenses. Okay, but at least they are recognizing this. We will develop many technologies for the industrial metaverse that will make their way into the consumer metaverse, from micro-optics and advanced haptic interfaces to AI sensing awareness. So they are pushing metaverse. Why? Because they want people keep in their matrix, in the matrix. Yes. Bank of Thailand to allow first virtual banks by 2025. That sounds pretty amazing. Virtual banks should not initiate a race to the bottom through irresponsible lending, give preferential treatment to related parties, nor abuse dominant market position, which will pose risk to financial stability, depositors and consumers as a whole. Thailand recently entered into a technology cooperation agreement with Hungary to support the adoption of blockchain technology amid the fast growth of demand for mobile payments, e-commerce and cryptocurrencies in the country. Guys, Hungary is my country. That good to see that they are doing something, pushing adoption further. Next, Silvergate, one of the biggest crypto bank in the US. Silvergate reports a $1 billion net loss in the fourth quarter of 2024. So the report highlighted that deposits in fourth quarter were 7.3 billion, which was lower than the third quarter figure of 12 billion. So I think Silvergate was the bank for FTX and for other major players in the space, and actually also they are suffering because the recent bear market. Cool. Next piece of news is defunct crypto hedge fund Free Arrow Capital funders seek $25 million to start new exchange amid scrutiny. So Kai Davis and Zhu Su, the founder of new defunct crypto hedge fund Free Arrow Capital, are seeking to raise $25 million from investors to start a new crypto exchange called GTX. This solicitation for new capital came after Free Arrow Capital co-founder Zhu Su and Kyle Davis were subpoenaed over the social media platform Twitter. Pitch deck. Okay, so there is a pitch deck out. Yeah, probably. Oh, okay, it's just a picture from the pitch deck. Okay, so let's see what they can achieve. Next, the richest 1% of people amassed almost 2/3 of new wealth created in the last 2 years, Oxfam says. Since 2020, The richest 1% of people have accumulated close to 2/3 of all new wealth created around the world, a new report from Oxfam says. Taxes must be increased for the ultra-rich as a strategic precondition to reducing inequality and resuscitating democracy. What a strange word. This is Shanghai. No, this is New York, Manhattan. A billionaire gains roughly 1.7 million for every US dollar of new global wealth earned by a person in the bottom 90%. Interesting. Cool. Guys, let's go and check out my Twitter feed. Definitely follow me on Twitter at MIKLOSDankler. Be sure you are also turning on the notifications, and also follow at Corion platform, and definitely follow at laserpunk_gods, and also be engaged in laserpunk tweets, because we are developing an NFT launchpad with laserpunk gods, and with CorionX you will get several benefits. And also, if you are active on the laserpunk Twitter, that you will get whitelist places. So the most active addresses by chain, by BSC, Polygon, and Phantom. So good to see that Phantom is coming up. Something big brewing at Vulcan Forge. Happy that we accumulated Vulcan Forge during the dips. Great Scaramucci supporting this amazing movement. So also Vulcan Forge is releasing their layer 1 blockchain, Elysium. And Vulcan Forge is one of the biggest game developer studios, so gaming studio. Definitely give a like and share this. And also this. Cool. Next. Getting excited as we are getting closer to the Bitcoin halving, adding that the Fed could decrease rates in Q1 2024, the time around halving, and that would cause an immense pump in the Bitcoin price. And as you see, the halving is getting closer, and also the days after the halving we already reached that the bottom used to be forming. Previous cycles took 777 days and 889 days from halving to bottom. If bottom is in, this time was 917. Cool. Give a like and share. Okay, this is just to accurate now. Kramer posted this. So Jim Cramer is a control indicator. We already talked about that. Genie NFT is doing well. Congratulations. And also Laserpunk NFTs. Recent Bitcoin bear market has seen one of the biggest realized cap drawdown in the history, and Bitcoin bear market has seen this realized cap drawdown 18.8%, the second largest in history, and eclipsed only by the Pico bottom of the 2011 year. So these are the bear drawdowns, drawdown from all-time high percentage. So drawdown from the realized price, if I'm right. Drawdown from the realized price. Yeah, for a realized price. Okay. The aggregated models from Glassnode are the future and provide clean Bitcoin signals combining different metrics in one snapshot. Let's check this, guys. What a surprise. Profitable conditions met, on-chain activity conditions met, and price conditions met. So different conditions met. Also give a like and share. The 5 hottest narratives for 2023, their strongest contenders from Marius Crypto. So I'm missing Web3 and DeFi, but you see layer 1's enterprise, AI, perpetual DEXs, and self-custody. Scam alert, the MetaMask scam we already talked about. Check out and be cautious. Bitcoin miners capitulation seems to be over, or at least paused, as miners are back and plugging in machines. Give a like and share. A lot of market participants are sidelined in stables after large imports let's flow into crypto. Bitcoin, the stablecoin market cap is hovering in this region. Let's make from the most hated rally a most loved rally, as Bitcoin is so close to the bottom. As you see, we have this huge falling wedges, and the falling wedge is a bullish pattern, and let's pump to the upper trend line of this falling wedge, and also it's correlated with the 79.6 Fibonacci levels. Bitcoin hash ribbon flashed a buy signal for the weekly chart, so this is the hash ribbon, also combining mining details and how miners are selling or not, and this is the buy signal flashed, and also we should wait for this bullish crossover in the next few days. And also you can use this indicator on TradingView. After and during another Bitcoin bear market, the inevitable return to red will be glorious. I mean red, this from blue to red, from DCA levels to ladder out levels. Don't be wiped out this time, be Ape Durden, by Ape Durden. So regardless of recent price action, don't underestimate the strength of PTSD. This move of the bottom wiped out so many excellent traders, so that move from the bottom, and we might repeat. What a coincidence, Titanic and JP Morgan, Ethereum layer 2s, bull market pushing Ethereum transactions higher. So these are past day transactions per second, and you see the change in transactions. Okay, Arbitrum, let's get an Arbitrum token. Nothing is bullish until BTC breaks and closes above 21,800. So this is my opinion. So I'm aware not to go in a bull FOMO until BTC breaks and closes above 91,500. Okay guys, so that's it. Let's go and check out some charts. But before that, let's go and visit our farms. Go to Uniswap, go to PancakeSwap, provide some liquidity in Ethereum, Ethereum CorionX or BNB CorionX pairs, and lock up your LPs and earn up from 100 to 300% juicy APRs and enjoy your APRs. So guys, let's take a look on the chart. So Bitcoin is consolidating on the 4-hourly in this rising wedge. Actual rising wedge is a bullish pattern, but before that, not a bullish pattern, a bearish pattern, but before that there was a bullish move. So also it can broke to the upside, but definitely a correction would be welcome, because few traders and so lots of traders on at the sidelines waiting to scaling in Bitcoin and also in Ethereum. Ethereum shows a similar chart. So guys, that's it for today. Be sure visit our farms, provide some liquidity, and also follow me on Twitter and Corian platform and Laser Pangats, and also visit our Telegram channel, join our Telegram channel for further discussions. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.